Hey, this is Brad Gill, NextHome Lifestyles, aka Broker Brad, and I'm back with another real estate Q&A. This time, how to craft a strong offer in a hot seller's market. I'm sure you've heard all the news so far this year. It's been a pretty crazy seller's market, which means that there's been less houses available for sale than what seems to be the demand for those homes. Which means we've seen continued home price appreciation across the board and multiple offers occurring in most price points across the county. The question you should have is, how do I craft a winning offer if the market is so hot? So I'm here today to help you out and provide some advice so that we can help you make a winning offer, or at least help your offer stand a higher chance of standing out and being accepted. So number one, we're going to start off with making sure that we determine your housing budget up front. What does that mean? Well, the true cost of any property is not just the price you pay, but also what your housing expense is going to be. Property taxes, insurance, principal, interest, utilities expenses, homeowners association dues, Melrose expenses. There's all kinds of different financial impacts you can have as a homeowner. We want to make sure we do that legwork up front so that when you go into the offer process, you're already going to have your price range set up that you're comfortable offering. You'll know right where you want to be. Plus, if you have to get competitive, you'll hopefully have an upper limit established so that if you wanted to get the property of your dreams, you knew the highest price you were comfortable paying for it. Also, when determining your housing budget, you always want to make sure you're working with a lender and submitting for full loan approval. Not just pre-qualification and not just pre-approval. Full underwriting approval is when your lender is going to submit your loan application to underwriting and actually get everything signed off. You'll have your confidence in knowing what your comfort is on the housing budget and your price range, and you'll have the confidence that the lender you're seeking financing from has fully approved you, so there's no question that you'll be approved for that mortgage when you submit your loan application once you've had an offer accepted. Okay, moving on to number two, get clear on your housing preferences. So know what your must-haves are versus your nice-to-haves. I'm sure everyone would love to have a huge walk-in closet, but is it a must-have? My wife would probably say yes, but I probably wouldn't. I'd say, hey, my workspace in the garage, my workshop is my must-have. Just make sure that you work together with whoever's buying a property with you so you guys determine what your must-haves are versus your nice-to-haves. That way, when you're out and about evaluating properties, you'll be ready to make a fast decision should you find a home that checks off the majority of those boxes. In addition, when it comes to negotiations, you're more likely to pay a higher price for a property when it checks off more of those boxes because it's going to give you more of what you want. In addition, be aware of the location and community preferences as well. How much of an impact is this property's location going to have on your commute, your distance to work, you're getting the kids to school on time, soccer practice, or whatever other obligations you may have or need to fulfill within the community that you're going to be living in. Number three, thoroughly research the subject property before you put an offer together. What does this include? Well, if you're working with a good real estate agent, like one of our team members here in the office, we're going to help you determine what a supportive market value is going to be based on recent sales in the neighborhood, comparing features and amenities and upgrades to make sure that the price range we'll be recommending and helping you offer is within a supported range so we don't have any appraisal complications. We will also help you review the property condition by going through the upfront seller disclosures and reports. Hopefully the seller will provide a termite inspection report, home inspection report, and a roof inspection report up front so that we make sure that we're able to go through all the major components and structure of the house. So we knew how much the repairs are going to be, deferred maintenance, and you can take into consideration in your offer price what updates or upgrades you're going to make as well. All critical to making sure you're making an offer on this property within the price range, again, you're comfortable making. Next up, seller offer preferences. This is where your agent is going to do some research of their own, contact a listing agent and find out how can we really make your offer stand out to the seller. Does the seller need some time to stay back in the property after close of escrow, or what's called a seller rent back? Is the seller looking for a quick close? Do they need a long close of escrow? Are they looking for a buyer with a higher down payment? What specific preferences can we add into that offer to make your offer stand out against the competition? Now, number 4, pick your offer strategy, or have your offer strategy ready to go when you're ready to write an offer. So for offer strategy, we can submit our highest and best offer. So that means we already know the highest amount of money you're ready to offer for this particular property based on the condition and based on the supported value. In fact, with this type of an offer, if you submit that offer and the seller comes back asking for more, hopefully you're ready to walk away from the property and not pursue it, because again, that's what highest and best means. Highest and best is the best way to get the seller attention up front and hopefully have the seller accept that offer the first time around. Another offer strategy is what we like to call hope for a counteroffer. So this is where we fish around and see if there's any room for negotiation on price or terms. We may come in with an offer where it's not exactly what the seller is looking for in order to see if there's any room for the seller to come down in price or negotiate for terms. However, the risk of this strategy is that if you're in a multiple offer situation and other buyers are submitting their highest and best, your offer is probably going to get overlooked. The lowball offer strategy, pretty much not going to be too relevant for a hot seller's market, but there are those properties that have been sitting on the market for a ton of time and they're just ugly. They just have other issues going on. So once in a while, I'll be able to go in and see if there's any room for a lowball, but again, usually not when the market conditions are as good as they are right now for sellers. Last but not least, preemptive offers. What's a preemptive offer? So that's one advantage that we can provide our buyers, because when we find the property that checks all those boxes, that we've researched, fits the criteria, we know how much it's going to cost for deferred maintenance, repairs, and we have a great idea of market value, we can submit an offer immediately to try and beat out the competition. So for the best success in writing a strong offer in a hot seller's market and having those sellers really take the time to consider it, make sure you've gone through all of these items with your agent so that you're best prepared to write a winning offer up front. Because in a market like this, saving a few months on time and getting into one of the first properties you're writing offers on can save you hundreds of thousands of dollars in price appreciation. Yes, it's that critical to work with a good buyer's agent. If you have thoughts of buying or you want to talk about the process, give us a call. We're happy to meet with you and help you develop a strategy of your own. I'm Brad Gill, NextHome Lifestyles. Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to our channel, and we hope to see you again soon.